Welcome everyone to another episode of Those Nerds You Know. My name is Ethan,
I'm Eddie.
and we are Those Nerds You Know.
Hello again.
It's E3 week.
Oh my god.
E3 it did happen. Is there anything left?
No, all
the
the
day that we're
conferences has
recording
happened.
it? Okay.
And it's since today, but everybody is showing off the stuff now, so there will be gameplay and other things to show off during the E3 conference, which is happening all week. So
Gotcha. Big E3 week thing. So yeah.
Do you know what E3 means, Ethan?
Wait, hold on. Electronic Entertainment Expo? Is that right?
Oh my god, you
Got
did
it.
it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I knew it last night when I was explaining it to someone, but when you put me on the spot, I had to wait for a second to be like, no, I do know this, I promise. But yeah,
Good stuff.
That's why it's E3. It's three words that start with E.
Mhm.
E3.
That is true.
Oh. But anyway, yeah, it's essentially an enormous press conference where all the big video game people talk about stuff they're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
this year and in coming years.
Have you watched any other E3 before this one?
I don't think so. I think the most I've
Oh.
done prior to this was like I probably read a couple articles that like summed up what was big about things, and that I've never actually sat down to watch it.
What did you think?
It was pretty cool. I enjoyed watching. So the only one I was talking with Eddie before this, but the only one I saw all of was the Nintendo one, which was really cool because I just kind of happened upon that. Like I opened my laptop this morning, and I was like, let's see what's on YouTube, and
Live at E3.
yeah, well, one of the people I Wood from Beat 'em Ups, one of the gamer YouTubers that I watch, he had a live stream up where he was streaming it, and I was like, oh, I guess that's happening today. So, but I got in like way early. Like he started to stream like an hour before, and so we were just sitting there for half an hour. But I had stuff to do, so I did some chores while watching that, and then yeah, watched it
Yeah.
through his live stream.
That's cool.
So anyway, I thought it was neat. The Nintendo thing, like, since I have seen like some of the directs before, so
Yeah, that's
That
basically
felt-
what it was.
yeah, it felt very similar to that. I watched a little bit of the PlayStation one, which was really cool. It seems really neat. A lot of the I don't know, stages and sets I saw were really freaking cool.
Yeah, the live production.
Yeah,
Jesus.
like that. I would love to just go and exist in that and see that live. That would be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's a on the bucket list of mine as well.
Yeah.
To go to an E3 at one point or another.
Who knows, Eddie? Maybe we'll blow up so much we'll get there.
Maybe.
It's all up to you, listeners. Scott. Yeah. Anyway.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, Scott. But yeah. It's cool. It's like what's it like? It's like. I mean, it is a press conference for video games, so I guess
Yeah.
it's weird to say that, but like, I feel kind of like it's Christmas, but rather than Santa like having gifts, he's like, guess what's coming this year, guys?
Guess what I can get you,
Yeah,
kids.
he's like, look out, don't cry and stuff. I'm gonna bring you this. That's precisely how it felt. Because I was like, man, yes.
And there's
Yeah.
always the follow-up of who won E3, like who had the best conference. And
Yeah.
the cringe
Absolutely.
compilations that come up on YouTube, which I look forward to, because there's a lot of that.
I'll have to check into that. Do you have
As per
your?
usual.
Do you don't have to share it yet, but do you have your opinion as to who won E3?
Yeah, I think there's a pretty clear winner this year, and
Cool.
that would
I
probably
don't
be
know
Bethesda.
that, so
Bethesda.
okay. I
Yeah.
didn't watch their spot. I'll have to do
Nintendo was very good, but I have some gripes about it. But I'll get into that whenever we get to Nintendo last.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I definitely think Bethesda pretty much
Cool.
claimed the conference win.
That's sweet. I'll have to check that out. Well, cool. Let's go into it. Let's dive into it. Where do we start? We're gonna start with EA, even though they're crap.
Yeah, I didn't watch this one, but you know, I heard it was pretty awkward, and like maybe 5 people were clapping after the trailers. EA is pretty much the butt
great.
right now because
so
of
much.
what they tried to do with Star Wars Battlefront 2, and their constant thirst for microtransactions and loot boxes and things.
Righto. They just seem determined to make like good video games crap
gated by
just turn everything into a dumb mobile game where they can farm us for money, and I'm like, no.
Nah. So first, they showed a few things, but like the more mentionable ones are like Battlefield V or Battlefield 5.
Right, yeah. How do you did they actually say it? Did they pronounce?
Oh, I don't know. It's a joke, like Battlefield V.
Yeah, I don't know. Like what?
No, it's definitely 5. It's the 5th of the line.
Is it?
Okay. I guess I would say that it is.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't play Battlefield.
Neither do I.
But there's the girls. Girls can play it now. All those girl gamers, because there's a girl in there now.
Yep. There you go.
Regardless of it being sort of, not accurate, as they say in the gaming community. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Stupid. It's a video game.
Right. No, shut up. They're including a battle royale mode in it. Oh. That was also a thing which everybody knew was going to be a thing.
What's that, Eddie?
Well, Battle Royale is a last man standing mode with up to 100 people playing in the same map, killing each other.
Did they set the 100 thing too? Is anyone not doing 100? Is anyone doing less or more than
there's
that?
a game that was shown in the PC gaming show that's putting like 1,000 people in the game.
That is absurd.
And very unrealistic. I don't think there's any server that can handle that at one time.
That seems like, wow.
Yeah, not to mention like 1,000 people actually like connecting all at once on one map. Like that just seems unrealistic. So unrealistic to me. But more on that later. I probably will actually skip the PC gaming show because it was.
What if we just
boring.
What if we did that? What if we made that game and just like turned down the performance factor so it's not shiny and you're just like a Galaga spaceship?
So like 8-bit battle royale.
Yes.
Minecraft.
But it's all
era.
2D. So like you pop on the screen and there's 999 other people on this tiny screen. Just at the yes.
Fun times.
Yes, that's yes. Please do.
But yeah, I mean, Battlefield's a pretty beloved franchise among the hyper-violent game lovers.
Yeah, shooters.
So yeah,
I feel
meh, whatever.
Meh.
I'm not usually one for first-person shooters.
You went into that Halo, Eddie? Come on.
No, I wasn't actually. No. I wasn't an Xbox guy. I was a Nintendo boy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
Halo got me into shooters, even though, like, I say got me into shooters, but, like, I played other ones. But, like, mostly I just played Halo. I also like Turok. Turok's really good.
Yeah.
But
of the 4 games that you've ever played in your life.
Look here.
Going on to, they showed some sports games, as EA usually does, because EA Sports, it's in the game.
Right. FIFA or some nonsense.
Yeah, FIFA 18, FIFA 19, one for this year, one for next year. Why not? NBA Live 19, Madden 19, they've made a lot of these games. And I don't pay attention to them, so
no,
sorry.
Very few people do.
The nerds that actually do, sports things, which isn't very,
Were there any Sims news?
Sims? I don't think there was any Sims news.
Okay.
Because that would have been a highlight for a lot of people.
Yeah, because that's like that's where they get most of their money.
Yeah. And so going on past that, since sports, one of their studios is creating a new Star Wars game, Jedi: The Fallen Order.
Yep, Heard
which
about that.
takes place during the time that the Jedis were being hunted, also known
Yarp.
as the Dark Times.
Hmm.
But that's really all they had. Like they only had like a title card. They didn't even have any like trailers or gameplay to show
Yeah.
for it, which
Yep.
was interesting.
Because I'm sure they were pouring all of their resources into that stupid game they thought would do great for some
the
reason.
Battlefront game,
Yes.
which they also had updates for. You can do stuff with your friends, and you have
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku and Anakin
Count
Skywalker
Dooku.
as
Can I
well.
play as Count Dooku?
Yeah,
Why would you play as anyone else ever?
I know, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Give me that.
But they didn't say. I don't think they said anything about the microtransactions, but I'm sure they're just around the corner again. What a crappy company. Anyway, there's there going on past that. There was a weird like yarn game. It's like it looks kind of like Little Big Planet style. Called Unravel 2. I guess there was a first one.
Maybe.
But
There just might have been, Eddie.
there might have been. It looks really weird. Like I don't know. It looks very much like Little Big Planet, just more realistically
Right.
styled. But you're a yarn guy with a friend, and it's co-op, and the co-op looked pretty fun. But I don't know. It's just it's weird. It's so weird. The environment looked pretty, but the characters didn't look like they fit at all in the environment. So they just look so out of place.
Is it strange that I've never really had any attraction to co-op games?
Well, you've never really... Never mind.
Look here, Eddie. I've played plenty of games in my lifetime.
But
like,
with friends,
yes,
I
with
think,
friends. Like even as a kid, though, like if I ever played games with the friends, they were always competitive. They were never co-op. The
Yeah,
most
well.
co-op I ever played was, I think, maybe I've played a few rounds of Halo with a friend, in co-op. But I've just like, I don't know. Maybe it says something about myself. Maybe I'm not a team player.
Maybe not. Nah, I don't think you. I just think you've not been exposed to too many co-op games, to be honest. Like things like Borderlands and and Portal.
That's one that I have played a bit of co-op. David played that with me for like an hour, maybe.
That's one of the bigger co-op games. Like people love playing that with friends. And
That's
stuff,
true.
It's just a boring game to play.
Oh,
by
I also
yourself.
played Left 4 Dead for 5 minutes.
Oh, and
I shot everyone and
bravo.
ran out of ammo. I'm sure very quick. I was not good, nor did I have a good time. I was like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, well, Borderlands is good, so it's good exposure to
I'll go
co-op
back to
games.
that.
There was a weird Sea of Solitude game. I looked at the trailer for this one actually because people said it looked great, but it's actually to do with pretty depressing stuff. Like it's supposed to like center around depression and loneliness and like weird, creepy things. And it looked pretty scary, so I'm probably gonna pass on.
Oh, too spoopy. Nope.
Yeah, too spoopy. Especially since like a lot of it deals with like water creatures and like stalking you through the game, things like that. Pass, thank you.
Yeah. No thanks. I don't do spoopy.
And the Fall of a Dynasty: Command and Conquer has been moved to a mobile experience.
Oh yeah, didn't they spend like a
Unfortunate.
ridiculously painful amount of time on that?
I guess I don't know.
I think they did, and I was like, I heard about that. And I was like, no, but I mean, this is like that is the epitome of EA. Like that is
Oh yeah.
what they are. Like we're gonna turn everything we have into a mobile game where we can force you to pay money,
Yeah.
or make the experience absolutely horrible.
And it's really unfortunate because I have quite a few friends who are very much into Command and Conquer, and EA just pretty much crapped on it.
Yeah, no, that's
Super unfortunate.
what they do. It's so weird. They hate gamers.
Yep. You mean walking money bags?
Yes.
Question mark. And there was finally, I think they ended on Anthem, which is BioWare's new game that's coming out sometime. Who knows when? But who knows? EA's gonna ruin that too. They're gonna
Is
put,
this
like,
the first game
more
they've
loot
done
boxes.
under EA?
Yeah, I think so.
Splendid.
I mean, it looks okay, but we still don't know very much about it. Like we only had like 2 trailers so far, like last year and this year. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what's going on with that. So. Meh. And that's it for EA. So probably the worst of the press conferences because it's EA and nobody respects them at the moment.
Yep.
The
Man, they have a hole to climb out of. Goodness gracious.
The whole man they do, and I really don't think they're gonna crawl out anytime soon.
No.
I think they're gonna fizzle pretty soon. Not pretty soon. I mean, they still have like a multi-million-dollar.
Yeah, like that's the problem is that like
basis.
they're really not gonna go anywhere.
I mean, especially with Battlefield, there's gonna be so many people that buy Battlefield. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
They can just throw whatever they want onto the board.
Yeah, it's such a shame that they have like a couple of like these pinnacle series that are gonna do well regardless. Mm-hmm. Which just gives them I think it just allows them to trick people, like to somehow convince. I guess who would they have spoken with, or like whenever they got the rights to make more Star Wars games, was Disney on that already, or was it just Lucasfilm straight? Whoever it was, they just like, again, they have enough money and success to be able to trick people into like giving them IPs and letting them produce video games and just run them into the dirt. It's so stupid.
Yeah, and Battlefront 2 could have been a great game, like, honestly. I mean, it looks great. Like, it I'm sure.
And from all accounts I've heard, it is great, minus the stupid transactions. And even taking them out didn't really do. If anything, it kind of messed up some of the multiplayer even further. Yeah. So like.
And I heard that the servers weren't that great either. I know there was a lot of lag and stuff. So. You know, secondhand stuff. Constant
gamer complaint.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I watched a video on it and it's pretty bad. I think actually Donkey made a video on how bad it was.
I imagine he would.
But yeah, that was it for EA. Definitely the worst of the.
Sweet. Let's move on quickly
to Microsoft. Microsoft was the next day. They actually have a lot of stuff coming out. And because of that, I'm only going to do a couple of highlights for that as well, because they had like 15 exclusives and like 60 or 70 like.
Yeah, I heard their spot was very game focused, which is not always the case for Microsoft. So they did well there.
Or a lot of the other ones either. Like for a lot of the other press conferences, they usually. Well, not usually, but they focus on like numbers and sales a lot. Like nobody cares.
Nope.
Like, at least not. We're not stockholders. We're controller holders.
Yes.
So we don't want to hear about 35 million players across the entire platform. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? But I think they opened up with Halo Infinite.
Yeah, what's that about? I didn't look into that further after seeing it, just remembering it.
There wasn't very much given. It's a Master Chief story. There wasn't any gameplay shown or a release date shown. So, I mean, who really knows? It's something in progress. So
never mind. We'll worry about that later.
There was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is, I think, a From Software game, which is the people who made Dark Souls and Bloodborne. So it's like you're a samurai and you're going in this like Dark Souls like world. And the fighting, the combat style, the combat style is pretty similar as well.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is that an exclusive?
I don't think so. I think that's a multi-platform one. But I think that was like
I imagine that would definitely show up on PlayStation.
Yeah. I think. Let me check. Actually, I don't know. But that they had a lot of like world exclusives, like of people showing them on Microsoft's thing first. So. Yeah. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Cool.
So that's nice. I should have actually mentioned that, but whatever.
Not PS4 though.
Yeah, PS4, PC, and Xbox.
Okay, I didn't hear the PlayStation. Sorry.
All the big ones.
Fun junk.
They showcased Fallout 76, which is Bethesda's new game that's coming out in November. It's a prequel to all the other Fallouts. It's pre-apocalyptic. You can create and establish buildings and stuff, but you can also set off nukes. If you get all the launch codes, you can set off a nuke anywhere you want and obliterate people's stuff. There's going to be so much griefing. I don't know why they think this is a good idea.
That sounds like
It
good and
sounds
bad all the same.
But I mean, from what it seemed, like monsters could easily come and destroy your stuff too. Like it seems like the
and I'm certain
thing,
there's like a safe mode.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's like protection that you can put on your home.
Right.
Like,
well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, doesn't like Minecraft have a safe mode where you can just build?
Yeah. But I guess it depends on what servers they have, because it's all strictly online, which is a first for a Bethesda game as well.
Strictly online. Okay.
Yeah, as in you can't play it offline.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But there might be. It depends on the servers. Like if there's a non-griefing server, then
okay. Yeah, maybe so.
Who knows? But that's all they've showed. I mean, they showed more on the Bethesda conference. But I mean, that's basically, they showed a few monsters in the Bethesda conference, and like they ran down some gameplay and stuff too, I think. But looked pretty good. I've never played a Fallout game, so I can't really speak.
So I played 3. I need to go see this, see what you're talking about, because I don't think I've actually looked at it. I played Fallout 3. I didn't finish Fallout 3. But gosh, that game. it's an open world game. So you can run around and you can go literally wherever you want, wherever you feel like going. And supposedly, whenever you initially get out of the vault, there's like, because you have places where you're encouraged to go.
Yeah.
And supposedly there's a place you should go. I never found it, even though I hear it's like pinged on the map. Whatever. I just wandered about.
Yeah,
I found a lot of things that could kill me really easily. And
yeah.
That game's kind of scary.
It's a nuclear apocalyptic Skyrim,
yes.
to be honest, without the magic and the swords. So I should play it though. Some of my friends play it, and they're very passionate about it.
Yeah, so. Play 3. It's a classic of the series at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure some of them will want me to play Fallout 76 with them. So. Woo, fun times. And next we have the big Kingdom Hearts 3,
Woohoo!
A first-time franchise on the Xbox.
Oh yeah, this is his first time.
Yep. They showed New Worlds. They've showed Frozen and Tangled.
Yeah. Frozen, Tangled, and like Toy Story, right?
Yeah. And... Well, Toy Story was already known.
Well, okay.
Was already shown prior.
Oh, they shown it. Okay. This was new to me, Eddie. Look.
Okay, well,
True story.
Yeah. There's Toy Story. And they didn't show it in Microsoft's press conference, but they also showed Pirates of the Caribbean returning.
Yeah.
But it was more set in the third movie.
Cool.
So like you have Calypso and like the sandy afterlife that Jack was trapped in for a little bit.
Yeah.
With the boat going over the sand hill and stuff. So, and Calypso petting a crab for some reason.
Makes sense, I guess.
But it looked very, very so much better than it did in 2, like because they actually put like a shader on Sora, Donald, and Goofy, so it looked like they kind of fit in with them. So that was good. I thought that was a very nice touch because it looked so out of place in 2. Like, good God.
Yep.
That was such a weird world. But it looks a lot better in this one, so that's good. But we have a release date as well, January 29th, 2009.
Yeah, I saw that date and I was like, yeah, still not this year.
Not 2018.
Uh-huh. Sure.
But
whatever you want, Square.
In the words of Mr. Miyamoto, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Whatever. Tell it to my grandchildren.
Sea of Thieves is getting 2 more DLCs in the future. God, I was so excited about this game.
Did they say what they're gonna be?
Yeah, there's gonna be like an introduction of like skeleton crew ships, like NPC ships that you can fight, as opposed to PvP.
Right.
And the other is going to be like a fiery world. Like, you can go past the shores now and like into this volcano-y ridden area of magic and dismay.
What joy.
So it looked interesting, but I don't know. Like, seeing Skull and Bones from Ubisoft was
right.
Like, Jesus. This is what could have been.
Yep.
And finally, oh no, there's 2 more. There's 3 more, actually. Devil May Cry was shown, Devil May Cry 5. I don't know if you've ever...
I've never played any of them. A friend of mine, Phil, really, really likes them, and I've played... I haven't played any of them. I've played a couple games that are comparable, but never them.
Yeah, I watched someone play Devil May Cry 3. I think I watched my real life friend of mine play it.
What studio makes those? Is that a Capcom game?
I think so. Now that you say that, yes, Capcom and Ninja Theory.
Yeah, I played a game called I think it's called Chaos Legion that I think is comparable. That's also from Capcom.
Yeah.
Like maybe. A knockoff.
But I have, like, they've rebooted it with Devil May Cry 4, which is just called Devil May Cry. And now Devil May Cry 5 is the sequel to this one that focuses on Nero, who is the main character in the previous one. But they also show the other main character from the other games named Dante.
Dante, yeah.
Yeah, so he shows up, and I don't know how they're connected or anything, so I need to go play Devil May Cry 4 because I own it and I haven't played it yet. That's one of those games I got out of the Steam sale.
Yep.
Jeez. There's Cuphead DLC coming called the Delicious Last Course, which is DLC.
Did you finish that game?
I haven't yet because they don't have local multiplayer, which is ridiculous. They don't have like online multiplayer. You have to play through like I played through NVIDIA's GeForce thing that they have for their graphics cards.
Okay.
Like, you can connect with a friend and do co-op that way. If a game doesn't have online multiplayer, which is so annoying to set up because sometimes it doesn't work.
Huh.
And there's a time limit on it, and it's really weird. I don't know.
That sounds
I just don't know why they didn't add like online multiplayer by now. It's so weird. Anyway, it's a great game, but holy crap!
Right.
And then finally, oh no, not finally. Jeez, I still have more. I must have set this up weird. My notes are all scattered. Jump Force, which is the anime fighting game with the mini leads. Including with Goku, Luffy, Light from Death Note.
Is this going to be the first English release of this, or was there an English release prior?
I don't think this has had a release beforehand.
Oh no, I've played one at a con years ago, but I'm pretty sure it was just Japanese. I think someone just had a Japanese console and Japanese version of the Japanese disc. I've played one at a Promise. It exists.
I mean, you might have played one, but I'm pretty sure this is a new installment of anything that's done.
No, it's not like.
Like there have been other Shonen Jump games of fighting.
Right. I'll have to look into it, but
this game's being released in 2019, so.
Yeah. That's that. I'm like I don't think this is that game just being released in America. I'm sure it is a new game, but I'm wondering if it is the first time they're doing this in America.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't recall anything other than like Naruto in this game.
Did you ever play any Naruto fighting games?
No.
Look here, Eddie.
I haven't.
There's one for the Wii that's actually really fun. Because when you would play it, if you all of your characters had special moves at some point, and then whenever you start the special moves, it sets off several quick time events where you have to do certain motions with the Wiimotes, and I found that really fun. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, but it looked pretty good because, it looked weird as well because, like all the anime characters were like CG sculpted out of CG stuff, like models and stuff. It looked really weird. Like it wasn't cel shaded or anything.
Yeah, I think that's how the other one was that I played too. Yeah. Strange. It's always a strange jump to get take a basic 2D anime character and turn them into a 3D thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super weird.
Do we have a fighter list?
I don't think we have one yet, but I mean we saw Goku, Luffy, Frieza, Naruto. Pretty sure we saw Light.
If we don't have any Yu Yu Hakusho characters, I will riot.
I don't think a full list is on yet. So.
By myself.
There might be, you.
There
Urameshi
must be. Yeah,
it's pretty popular. So.
It's incredibly popular, and it'd be an incredible misstep to not put.
I think we have some confirmation bias going on.
No, look. You know it's popular.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
You can still buy Yu Yu Hakusho stuff.
But yeah, I think those are the only ones that were in the trailer.
Well, Joe.
But who knows how much is actually in it? Because it looks like they're trying to bring a lot to it. So who knows?
Sounds great to me. Sign me up. Let's go.
Luffy had his fourth gear as well. So, well, you don't know what that is. Never mind.
I mean, he gets angrier and better at fighting, right? Yes, Eddie. That's what happens.
That is what happens.
Crushed
his body also inflates into a very large muscular
Definitely, yeah. Super Saiyan 4, whatever.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Anyway, Microsoft did the best bait and switch that I've ever seen in a press conference. Because after Jump Force, they showed a super weird pop figurine trailer with Gears of War. It looked like a Lego game, kind of, with pop figures.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was super weird. And so, everybody was like, oh, God, that's not what has become of Gears, has it? And then immediately following, they showed, a CG trailer for another Gears game.
Cool.
And it was a tactics game.
What?
So it's a turn-based strategy tactics game with, the Gears of War characters, on a grid and stuff. I guess it was for mobile or something like that.
No.
And so and then they tapered off a little bit and then announced Gears of War 5, which was hilarious because like there was so much like emotion going through people at that time. Like you could hear it in the crowd. It was funny.
That's marvelous. I wonder if they had like insider information on like that EA was gonna do their dumb Command and Conquer thing, and they were like, "Oh, let's pretend like we're gonna make that big mistake and then not." Yeah, yes,
I don't know.
That would be. I
Yeah,
bet.
but they definitely play with people there. It was hilarious.
That's good. No, that's cool.
Like,
I like that.
yeah, they did really well with that. And after that, they started ending the conference, and then like their display got hacked or something, or it seemed like it. But it was an announcement for Cyberpunk 2077.
It was an announcement for a Deadpool movie. I mean,
but it looked pretty good.
Cyberpunk
I don't know anything.
looks cool. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Cyberpunk 2077 other than it was originally a tabletop game called Cyberpunk 2020. It's from the creators of Witcher 3, which won so many Game of the Year awards like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I heard that I heard it's primarily a first person, just like a one person story mode thing.
Yeah,
which is
that's
pretty
what it
cool.
seemed like.
Yeah, which I think is really cool and gutsy and ballsy to do that.
Yeah,
because that's not where everybody's going nowadays, and I think it's really cool to have a group of people being like, we're gonna make a really good freaking video game that you can sit down and play.
I think the whole like single player thing is just from like media talk because people love single player stuff.
Yeah,
they don't like being connected to the internet. Like if they can play a single player game.
Yeah.
And it's all media talk. Like that's not dead. Like people are still making them. Like God of War.
That's true.
God of War was extremely popular.
It's just refreshing to see something like that, though. That's just that. I don't know, because so many other ones, I guess, so many other bad online things take a lot of spotlight, I think.
But it looked pretty good, so it should be good since the creators of Witcher 3 did so well with that one.
Yeah.
But that was about it for Microsoft. And they like announced like studios they acquired and blah blah blah. Who cares?
Yeah,
Like 4 out of 5 of them I've never heard before. So
yep.
It's like good job, yay!
Well done, guys.
Yeah, good job, Microsoft. Pretty good. I'd say they're about like third-ish on the list of
cool
presentations. But following that was Bethesda, who obliterated everyone.
Tell me about Bethesda. I didn't watch any of this.
So
it's so good.
Unfortunately, they did open with a really weird like band with Andrew WK. Really weird. I don't know what they like. It was to announce Rage 2.
Okay.
I don't really know anything about Rage. I never played the first one. I didn't even really look at the second one.
I've heard it was a strange call to make a sequel too, but
probably.
I don't know
I
much
wouldn't doubt
about
it. But the band was interesting because they they had shots of like the crowd just like staring.
Yes.
Like, so what I'm looking forward to is like the overlay of like bad music and bad vocals over like a kazoo or like a bongo or something, because that seems to be a trend on YouTube right now. And then like the shots of the crowd and that one guy doing the horns. It was so cringy.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Freaking PlayStation opened with some dude on a banjo, and I'm like,
oh well, yeah, that was okay. I mean, I think that was alright with the game that they pertain to. But
watched it at 2 times speed because I was like, this is not a video game.
We'll get to that whenever we get to.
Don't care. Anyway, yes, we'll continue through this.
But after the Rage 2 announcement, they went on to Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the card game that is being relaunched, which means it did really crappy, and they're trying again.
Yeah.
Because they want it to do well, but it still looks kind of weird and Hearthstone-y.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Really
too
weird.
late for that, guys.
Yeah, it's like, just stop. Please don't put resources
Missed
into
it.
this.
Yep.
Then they revealed more Elder Scrolls Online stuff. The new Somerset DLC or whatever, the expansion. Nobody really cares about Elder Scrolls Online.
When did that come out?
2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that great. Like, the release wasn't that great, and then it just didn't really pick up. But even though they announced, like, 15 million subscribers, blah, 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 it's like, whatever, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna go play Final Fantasy 14.
Right. After that, there was Doom Eternal, which is the sequel to the previous game, Doom 2016. There's going to be 2 times as many enemies, so a lot more blood and giblets. A lot more grossness, as you should have in a Doom game. Lots of demons to kill. Blah, blah, blah. Doom things.
Yes.
I need to play the first one, though, because it looks pretty good. I just usually don't really like fast-paced games very much.
Yeah.
After that was Quake Champions. I didn't know Quake was still a thing, but they're doing esports stuff, apparently. It looks really meh.
What is that?
Quake?
What is Quake? Is that a game or is that a company?
Really? It's like the on par with Doom, like, first-person shooter game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's overshadowed by Doom, to be honest. It was even overshadowed, like, when it was on MS-DOS or whatever. But no, Doom was on MS-DOS. It was.
Okay.
And so was Quake, but Doom was always the more popular choice out of the two.
Yeah, I imagine that's the one I've heard of.
And like I said, there was more on Fallout 76, but that's when they announced the strictly online dedicated servers in a world with dozens of other people. Not hundreds or thousands, but dozens.
Yeah, a few other people.
Yeah, a few. So, And then they teased us again with more Elder Scrolls stuff, but this was Elder Scrolls Blades, which is another weird mobile game.
Oh.
That looked like a watered-down version of Skyrim. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Just
everybody's dipping their toes into the mobile market.
Just put your resources in putting something cool on the Switch. Don't make this dumb. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you can make a town and you can visit your friends' towns and blah 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 blah. But
I don't have any friends. I don't want to visit their towns. Stupid.
And then there was an announcement of a new original IP called Starfield, which is going to be their single-player sci-fi setting, as opposed to post-apocalyptic or magical medieval game. So it's going to be set in space.
Cool. All about it.
Yeah, they showed a spaceship and a what do you call those things? Space station.
Yes. Excellent.
And so, there's that. And then finally, they showed the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement.
Woohoo!
Everybody freaked out because, finally, no more Skyrim.
Yeah, right.
on your calculators and your calculators. They didn't have anything more than like a scenery and then the Elder Scrolls 6 title screen. They didn't say where it was set. They didn't say anything else. They didn't show any trailer or anything. It was just a teaser. So people are speculating that it's in High Rock, because that's what the mountainous terrain looked like. But I don't know very much about Elder Scrolls stuff. So
High Rock.
I've only played Skyrim out of the Elder Scrolls series.
A rock that is high. Okay.
Yeah, a rock that is high. So yeah, pretty good. I think everybody is saying Bethesda one because of the Skyrim I mean, it's, the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement and
Yeah.
like the Fallout 6 and Doom Eternal stuff. So
Okay.
it's very, very much waited for and things like that. So yeah, that was the Bethesda.
Cool.
Yeah, Bethesda was pretty good. So, then we moved into Devolver. Did you look at this at all?
No.
It was so weird. Like, Devolver usually does a parody thing for like for presentations or press conferences. Like, there was a lot of violence and stupidity.
Right.
Sounds
Sounds great.
They showed like 3 new games that they're putting out. One's called My Friend Pedro, which is kind of like a skateboard shoot 'em up game. It looked very similar to like how Deadpool fights.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's alright. It looked alright. But it was weird. There was Scum, which is a prison riot survival game, I think. And
Okay, that's intriguing.
Yeah, they didn't show very much for that either. And then there was Metal Wolf Chaos XD, which is a weird sequel to something I've never heard of. So and they're a rather small publishing company, so I really don't know very much, like, other than the one I had said before. What was it? Serious Sam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones that made Serious Sam.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know. That's all they showed, though. It was very short. It was like 20 minutes long.
Okay.
If that. It was like, I think it was pre-recorded. It looked pre-recorded. So, who knows? So, after that was the Squeenix
Oh, yeah.
press conference. The Square Enix
Give it to me, Squeenix.
Unfortunately, Square Enix showed a lot of their stuff in Microsoft's display,
Yeah.
which is really weird. They did show Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is like the next game that they're working on, with like the opening moments of the game.
Have they done any of the other Tomb Raiders?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah. I don't know if they did the older ones. I know they had done the past like 3.
Interesting.
I think. I don't know. Let me check on that. I don't actually know.
I don't know things.
Oh yeah, they're the
They're the OGs?
no.
Well,
They started with like the relaunch. Like,
okay.
I think they acquired the property
IP.
and relaunched it.
Interesting.
So she went from like pixelated to beautiful.
Yeah.
Because Squeenix loves making those details on the character models and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good. It looked like a very story-driven game, as opposed to the normal like puzzle and solving stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's still elements in there, but it looked very story-driven.
Cool.
I haven't played. I own, again, all the Tomb Raider games because of the Steam sales.
Oh my word!
But I haven't played any of them. Look, man, these are some good deals that pop up. Like, on the whole Tomb Raider collection for like $12. Yes, I'm not gonna pass that up, just in case I want to play it later. You know.
Oh,
But yeah,
Steve.
I mean, I plan to, but who knows when that'll come. Anyway, they showed the Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood trailer, which is weird because that's been out for a while now.
The trailer's been out for a while now.
Yeah. The Stormblood expansion has been out for a while.
Wow.
Maybe a couple of months now. I
That
think.
is weird.
They did show a new patch. Like, the new patch is coming out. That's supposed to be pretty big, but I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. So they're also doing a Monster Hunter World crossover. Like I think they're putting the Behemoth in Monster Hunter World, and they're putting like armor and stuff from Monster Hunter into Final Fantasy 14.
Cool.
So, pretty good. And I'm sure there's going to be a boss battle or something with in Final Fantasy 14 with one of the Monster Hunter World's peoples. After that, they showed some Dragon Quest 11 stuff, which is your run-of-the-mill JRPG game.
Awesome.
In 3D CG stuff.
3 dizzle.
3 dizzle. There's a new game coming out called Babylon's Fall. It looked pretty good. It's being made by Platinum Games, who made like Bayonetta and Star Fox Zero and Nier Automata.
That game.
The Wonderful 101, etc.
Cool.
They also made Transformers Devastation.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. But I don't know. They didn't show too much about this. It just it was like 2 like armored people going slow motion at each other, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
And then it just that's it. They showed another trailer for the Octopath Traveler. Didn't show very much anything new, other than like going over the classes again for each character.
Okay.
There was Just Cause 4. They showed weather effects and like a tornado. Wow.
With
that's so cool, dude.
Physics demos.
That's literally all they showed about that game. Like it's actual weather throughout the map. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I haven't played any of the other Just Cause games, but
yeah,
whatever.
Not my cup of tea.
And then they ended with The Quiet Man, which looked live action. I think the trailer was live action, and then it cut to kind of a CG thing, like a realistic CG looking thing.
Huh.
It was really weird. I don't know. It was like this guy came into this alleyway with 2 thugs, and I think he like, I don't know. It's called The Quiet Man, and he's like mute or something, and he like kills them. It was a weird skit. It was really weird. But yeah, it was interesting. That's for sure. I don't know what's going on with it, but what are you doing, Squeenix?
Yeah. That's
but
weird.
Yeah, and they showed like Nier Automata, Xbox, which is coming to Xbox finally.
Oh.
Who cares though?
Not Eddie.
Not me, because I'm getting it on the PC eventually. But yeah, that was the Square Enix display. It was pre-recorded, so no opportunity for cringiness or anything like that.
That's probably good. Good decision.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was pretty good. It's like a lot of stuff that people already knew about, except for like the Babylon's Fall and the Quiet Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good Squeenix stuff. And then we get to Ubisoft, who is actually also pretty good.
Oh, gotcha. Ubisoft. Let's try to place that for a second.
Okay. Wake up, Ethan.
Assassin's Creed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They showed Assassin's Creed Odyssey later on in the showcase. But they started out with Beyond Good and Evil 2 footage. I've never played Beyond Good and Evil, but I have a lot of friends that actually love the game, so they were super excited about this.
Cool.
But it's an action adventure RPG, and they're doing a thing where fans can contribute like art and music and stuff into the world, and they're gonna pay them for it and all that kind of good stuff.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, so like they're gonna take like wall art and like graffiti and things like that, and of people
Cool.
that produce stuff. So that's cool. Rainbow Six Siege stuff. Questionable things about how many people playing it. It's like, 35 million people. And esports. And we're doing a documentary. They literally said that. Like, they advertised a documentary that was coming out. It's like,
about themselves?
the esports people.
Oh. Okay.
It's so weird. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
This isn't an esports thing or a documentary showcase. Please leave.
Yeah.
I've never played any Tom Clancy game, so meh.
That Splinter Cell? Is that a Tom
Yes.
Clancy? Yeah.
Yes.
I think I
Splinter
played
Cell is a Tom Clancy
few moments of one of those games.
thing. At a friend's house?
Yep. He really liked.
Interesting.
He really liked the stealth aspect of it, and he was trying.
Yeah, Splinter Cell is a pretty good franchise of the Tom Clancy franchise. So. At least from what I've heard. I've never played it, so I was never into the stealthy shoot 'em ups or anything like that. So
Yep.
who knows? There was Trials Rising, which is a dirt bike game. It's a sequel to Trials, I think.
Okay.
I've seen a few people play this. It's like a you're on an obstacle course thing, and like you drive and try not to crash, basically.
I'm down.
On
Let's
your
go.
dirt bike. Yeah.
Put it on the
That's pretty
Switch.
good. I mean, it might be coming to the Switch. Who knows?
I'd play an Excite Bike game on the Switch. That'd be really cool. You ever play
Yeah,
Excite
I mean,
Bike?
yeah, of course it did. It's an old Atari game.
Super nice.
Yeah. And then, was it Atari? It might have been an NES. I don't know.
I know it was on the Nintendo at some point.
I
don't
can
know if it
swear it was on
started there.
Atari, though. Let me see.
It may have been. I played it on. I played the N64 version and loved it. I also love the Excite Bike track on Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah, it was definitely on Atari. So.
Sweet.
Anyway. Oh, no, it was NES. What am I talking about?
Okay.
I'm dumb. Don't mind me, listeners. I'm just a dumb. Oh, and Miyamoto designed it. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. It's definitely a Nintendo thing. But yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good, so I might take a look at Trials because I saw someone playing it recently too.
Sweet.
Going on, there was Division 2, which was complete with unrealistic voice acting in the voice comms.
Yeah.
Of people working together and not blaming each other, as you don't do in a video game.
Yep.
It's everybody else's fault. So.
Sure is, bro. I'm the best.
But yeah, it's alright. It looked like it's a third-person shooter game about like civil war and civil unrest in the United States. And yeah, it looked alright. But I've never played the first Division, so
Meh.
who
Not have I.
knows? There was Mario and Rabbids DLC, more specifically about Donkey Kong. If you like turn-based games, which I don't like turn-based strategy games, so I passed on this game. Otherwise, I may have played it because it's pretty cute and interesting.
Seems to have done well.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that like it, which surprised me because the rabbits are a plague on humanity. And I don't like them, but they are better than like minions. And, but they are definitely like Rayman minions, so who knows? Then they showed Skull and Bones, which reignited my excitement about pirate games.
Let's be pirates.
Because good God, I've already been like shot once, so why not shoot me again? But luckily, there's a beta coming out. for this that I signed up for whenever it comes out. It looks like an upgraded Sea of Thieves. Like, it looks like Black Flag from what people were saying, but I've never played Black Flag, so I can't say myself. But, it looked amazing. It seems like one person controls an entire cruise ship.
Yeah.
An entire. Ow, my finger. I hit my desk. They control like an entire like crew, and you can switch between like certain things, but you control your ship as a whole, like directing it and stuff, as opposed to being one person on a ship.
Right.
And you can party up with people, it seems. So hopefully there's no friendly fire if you're partied up with people, because it looked pretty hectic. Like, the fighting looked hectic as heck. But it looked like there were also like separate instances of like boarding other ships and hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
Like, there's a sea phase and then a boarding phase.
Gotcha.
If you want that to be a thing. Otherwise, you can just sink the ship.
Sounds cool. I'd like it to be a thing. Yes.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. And if there's not friendly fire, you can abolish the party and like start firing on them.
Yes.
Or something like that. If you sink the ship and then go for the gold or the treasure or whatever.
I like it. I would like to acquire more ships. Have a fleet.
Yeah. I mean, apparently you can do that, because like the trailer that they showed had like 4 or 5 ships like sailing together in one direction. So it looked like maneuvering the ship was actually a lot easier than Sea of Thieves as well, because you have to actually adjust the sails and stuff. Whereas in this game, all you have to do is like turn like your control stick or whatever.
Cool.
So basically, your character is like your ship in the water and so forth. So yeah, looked pretty good. I'm interested. Dear God, please don't burn me again. Otherwise, I'll be turned off to pirate games forever.
When does it come out?
I don't think there was a release date yet.
Why don't you just play Black Flag for a bit? See if you like that.
I might do that, because I've never played any Assassin's Creed. So who knows? Moving on, there was a game called Transference, which Frodo came out and announced, which is really weird.
What? Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood, yeah.
What?
And there was another person, but I don't know who that was. But yeah, Elijah Wood came out and announced that he was like part of this team that was creating a video game. It was basically a trailer about a kid looking down at his dad, who was saying like he loved him and stuff, and that's why he did this for him. And like the kid, you're through the kid's perspective, but there was like robotic flashes and stuff, like, you know, pixelated things and things like that, in the peripheral vision.
Okay.
So apparently, like, you can move consciousness or something in between people or robots or something like that, and it looked pretty cool, but it was also kind of unnerving.
Right.
So who knows what that's about? But it looked pretty good. So good job, Elijah Wood, for showing something interesting.
Well done, buddy.
After that, there was Starlink, which is a weird Skylander spaceship game. You have to buy things.
More Skylanders?
Yeah, that's not directly Skylanders, but you do have to buy things to actually.
Oh, so it's the same setup. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a toy to play the character on the game thing. But it has Star Fox in it, because Nintendo's giving out these IPs. Like, here you go, just have candy. For some reason. But it looked interesting, I guess. I don't know. Keep in mind that I called a Star Fox game previously in our previous podcast.
Right up. Yep. No
it's
worries,
not necessarily, you know, a Star Fox game, but Star Fox was in it, so I'm all right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was weird. It's like I don't know if it's competitive or anything like that, but you shoot. You were shooting other spaceships and stuff like that. So. Pretty cool looking, I guess. Maybe Star Fox is cool. I like Star Fox.
Star Fox is fine.
Yeah. And then they had like Miyamoto in the crowd, and like they invited him up on stage and gave him like this Star Fox figure with like his air wing and stuff. It was cute because that man is so adorable. Like his smile is so infectious. Like I love Miyamoto so much.
That's great.
But he's like, if you could see innocence in a man, he's definitely someone to look at. And you're like, yeah,
imagine.
That man is completely innocent of all sin. He has never, ever committed a crime or a sin or grievance to anyone.
Okay.
But anyway, For Honor was next, which is kind of like a third-person battle royale in the medieval times or something like that.
Is it like DLC or what?
I don't know.
The game's been out for a bit.
Yeah, I think they have like new like dedicated servers and stuff. So it's no longer peer-to-peer where you can lag the crap out of the game.
Gotcha.
But they also showed like castle sieges, which is a new thing they're bringing, which looked pretty cool. Like, to be honest, like you're actually like you have an army and you're actually trying to take over a castle.
Yeah. With
like catapults and hook shots and things like that.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's The Crew 2, which is a racing game, but dear God, who cares about racing?
Some people, Eddie, some players.
I'm sorry, but if you have... never mind. I'm just not going to go there. If you like racing, you're completely valid. You know, like what you want. I don't like racing games. They're really weird. Unless it's like Mario Kart, which is super fun.
Mario Kart is super fun. You are right.
And then there was Assassin's Creed Mario Odyssey. Because there's lots of Odysseys right now. You can choose between a guy or a girl during the Peloponnesian War, which is Athens versus Sparta. Yeah, looked pretty good. It's very interesting. You can flirt with the girls, with the girl. I think her name was like Vanessa or something like that. That's not a Greek name, but I can't remember the her name. I don't think they showed any gameplay of the male part of it.
It's because they're trying to appeal to all the girl gamers, Eddie.
That's true. That's true.
That's what we want.
But Cassandra, that's what her name was, not Vanessa.
Cassandra, yeah, that works.
Cassandra and Alexios, which is also a cool name. I liked Alexios as well. He's the guy.
I imagined.
But yeah, Grecian stuff, pretty cool. Ancient Greece, you know, with the Athens and the Spartans.
Great fun. Let's do it. Maybe that'll be the first Assassin's Creed game I play.
Maybe. Have you never played it? Oh yeah, we've went over this before.
Yep, have.
Because I'm like, I've never played one, and you were like, I've never played one either, but I watched the movie, so that counts for something.
I did watch the movie, and I enjoyed it. It was good. Nobody talked to me about it. It was fine.
I think I'm just gonna kind of skip over the PC gaming show because it wasn't anything new. I mean, they showed they showed a few new games, but it was like mostly indie stuff. And it's like, meh, nothing looked really very interesting to me. But unless you saw something that you were interested in.
I did not watch it. I've made it abundantly clear that I watched one thing.
Yeah. Some weird indie games, but yeah. Sony was next. Sony opened up in a church.
Yes.
With weird audio glitches because there was a lot of popping in the communication and the banjo playing. Yep. And then they showed The Last of Us 2, Part 2. It looked amazing.
Yeah, it looked freaking great.
Holy crap, I really want to play this game now. Like, I wanted to play it before, but I'm like, now I even want to play it more.
Yeah, maybe I'll play the first one.
Yeah, I haven't played first the part 1 yet. But they opened up and they had a lesbian scene where they kissed.
Heck yeah.
Super weird,
Getting
but hey.
getting all those gamer boys.
Oh yeah,
Getting them into the like, yeah, this is what we want.
And then during the lesbian kiss, a brutal scene with like her running from these people and then like brutally murdering them with like her bow and arrow and an axe or a machete or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it cut back to her kissing her girlfriend again, which is really cool, And that's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they added that, like, because that's something that's crazy to open with.
Yeah.
In this day and age, so good on Sony, good on Naughty Dog, naughty dog.
You naughty dog.
I'm definitely interested in it.
Yeah. That's as far as I got in that one before I had to like leave. So what else happened?
There was a really weird intermission.
Yeah, I remember
for like
that.
15 minutes to get the audience from the church into the actual like stage area.
That's when I had to leave.
It's so weird. Like what? I don't even know what the point of that was, but I don't know. That was super weird. Like they talked about a couple of things, like God of War is going to have a new game plus or something like that, and there was another announcement that they had that I didn't really care about, so I don't remember.
Excellent. Prime reporting, Eddie.
Once they got into the stage area, they continued with their press conference with Ghost of Tsushima, which looked
I've heard that title.
Really good. Like,
oh yeah,
it's basically you're a samurai in the time of the Mongols attacking.
Cool.
It's set in Japan, but the Mongols never really invaded Japan.
They tried twice.
Yeah, well, they tried like 3 times, I think, but they were stopped by like weather every time.
And samurai, calm yourself, Eddie.
The combat system looked really good. Like you can finesse and parry and all kinds of stuff with your samurai sword.
Sweet.
And like they introduced a female character. She looked pretty old, but definitely capable. And
nice.
Like. The samurai guy was protecting this monk, and then this lady who he had been fighting with in the trailer was telling the samurai to move so she could kill the monk, and he was like, no. And they got into a fight, so there was like betrayal like in the 10 minutes that they showed of this game, and it's like it was really weird because like I felt for this guy because obviously they were good friends, and like, now they're fighting with samurai swords.
Yeah,
but,
the best way to fight, Eddie.
Yeah, it ended with him like striking her down, but instead of like dealing the finishing blow, he stuck the sword in the ground in front of her, and like he turned to more Mongols and like started fighting them, and that's when it ended.
Sweet.
So,
Let's go.
It looked pretty good. Like when I get a PS4, I'm definitely gonna get that game too.
Cool.
Because it looked good. Control looked weird. It was like a mix between Inception and like the Doctor Strange alternate dimension thing. You know how the blocky things turn and twist and like the buildings like.
So is it a dream world thing?
I don't know. It looked like it. It looked like a. I don't know. It's like she had psychic powers, and she could like throw things at people. So it was kind of like it looked kind of like Infamous, as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. It looked pretty interesting though. But yeah, that was about it for that one. And then the very next scene was like, you were in the vision of a mouse like scampering between shelves and stuff, and like these 2 guys like fighting, and then the shelf falls over and like decapitates the rat, and it zooms out like showing the rat corpse, and like. Suddenly a zombie is like eating the neck of this guy he was fighting with just moments before, and then Leon comes in and shoots him. It's a Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 2, Mr. Leon.
Thank God, because if it was going to be another new zombie IP, I was going to be so upset. I just
No. No. It's like Resident Evil 2 on the Resident Evil 7 engine, so it looked really good.
Good. I hate zombie things, but if any zombie thing deserves to hang around, it's probably Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, definitely. They were like one of the OG Biohazard games. There was after that, it was like a game called Trevor Saves the Universe, which is made by the guy who made Rick and Morty. So, same voice actor, same style of weirdness.
I bet it's a bunch of wholesome really family fun.
Oh, yes. Super fun times.
Play it with your kids on the Switch.
They showed more Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff. That's where they showed the Pirates of the Caribbean world. They also showed a limited edition Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4, which I very much want to pre-order whenever that comes out.
How many millions is that?
I don't know. It's probably going to be like $400. I don't know. Maybe $450.
But is it worth waiting for?
I don't know. That's the question I asked too. I was like, do I want to wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to get a PS4? Probably not.
I don't think I do either.
But they are releasing a collection of Kingdom Hearts games again, as like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and like 2.5 and 2.8 and 2.975 HD.
Yep.
3, 4, 5. Who knows? Whatever.
Get them.
But
all of them. That's what it should just be. It just say Kingdom Hearts, all of them.
Yeah, all of them. But that can be bought separately, I think, too, as well. I don't know when that's coming out, but who knows. And then they showed Death Stranding. More Death Stranding.
I mean, I've heard the name. What is it?
It's the new game that Kojima is working on, who was the creator of Metal Gear Solid in Konami. He left Konami because they were like cheating him out of stuff. Yeah. And so basically he moved on to create his own studio. And this is their first product. This is the first product from Kojima as his own proprietor. It's super WTF. Like, you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. We've been seeing trailers for this, like little pieces of more and more, like for the past 3 years. And we still don't know anything about this game. Because we have like Norman Reedus, who is Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Daryl.
He's carrying all kinds of stuff, like big like plastic containers. Like he's carrying around a fetus who is very active. Like he winks at the screen and like thumbs up the screen and things like that. And then like as he was walking, he opened the window to the fetus thing, and you could see like weird particles showing like adult bodies connected with umbilical cords, but they were like, I don't know, it was like really weird. It was like black particles, like a void kind of. They look like smoke monsters, I guess you could say. And you could only see it if you pointed like the baby at them. It was so weird. Like I still don't know what's going on with this. I have no idea. He was climbing up the side of a mountain at one point. And then like he and another character were like being stalked by this invisible creature, like with human handprints touching the floor, like sinking the mud in and making black ink come up like each time he walked. And you could hear like a monstrous growl. So who knows what that is?
Yeah.
You need to watch these trailers if you haven't, because dear God, they're so weird and nobody knows what the hell's going on. I don't even think Kojima knows what the hell's going on. He's just throwing things at this game.
Sounds like a classic. It'll be the best game ever. I
mean, I'm still interested. I'm still super interested, but good Lord, I don't know what's going on. But after that, they showed the Spider-Man game that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
They showed a prison break and Spider-Man trying to contain it, but it contained 5 of Spider-Man's greatest enemies, including Electro, Rhino, Scorpion, Vulture, and a Negative Man, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's a human-looking guy, but in a negative, like negative colors, like black and white, and like a photograph.
I don't know if I know who that is.
I don't know, but it was really weird. He could throw like blasts of energy out of his hand, so it was really weird. But yeah, it looked really good. Like it's a big open world. You can go anywhere, swing on anything.
Fun junk.
And yeah, it looked pretty good. And that was it for the Sony press conference. And then this morning was the Nintendo conference.
Heck yeah!
I'll let you do this since I've been doing the others.
Woo! So,
what was first?
What indeed? I don't even remember. Pokemon was pretty early on. Was that the very first thing?
No.
I don't remember.
The first thing was Demon Ex Machina, which was a mech game. And you know how I feel about mech games, so I was like,
yeah.
Meh. It looked cool, I guess.
Sure.
And I'm sure a lot of kids were like, "Ooh, giant robots!" You know,
heck yeah,
as you do with giant robots. There was a Xenoblade Chronicles DLC coming out.
Right. Yes, I remember seeing that.
And I haven't played the first one. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles.
From what I understand, you don't need to play 1 to play 2. I've heard that it's comparable to Final Fantasy in that respect.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but I rarely do things out of order, so.
But I mean, you don't need to play Final Fantasy to play Final Fantasy X.
That's true, but I played 7, 8, and 9, so I'm okay with playing 10.
Have you not played 10?
No.
You're a very strange person, Eddie.
Am I strange? I didn't play any of the PlayStation like 2 Final Fantasies.
But you played 7, 8, and 9?
Those weren't on PlayStation 2.
No, they weren't. But it's strange to me that you played 7, 8, and 9 and didn't play 10. Did you own a PS2?
I did, yes. That's how I played 7, 8, 9.
Eddie.
I owned 10 for a little bit, but I never got to it. I never got to playing it.
Okay.
So I guess that counts for something, maybe.
Well,
I intended to.
I own 10 and 10 too. And I plan to buy the collection for Vita, so...
There's also more Pokemon Let's Go stuff, which is what you are referring to. They talked about the Pokeball Plus buyers get Mew.
Yeah, you can get a Mew. What a great day.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looked fun.
I'm still probably gonna pass on it because meh.
Likely gonna.
I don't like the you can't fight wild Pokemon. Sorry, in this game. And the Pokemon Go aesthetic. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sad face.
It's okay. You'll get your game.
But after that, they showed Super Mario Party.
Yes, that guy. Ooh. I mean, it's just and they showed a bunch of mini games.
Yes, and it looks like they are going back to the roots and taking everybody out of a stupid car.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be in the guise of like Mario Party 1, 2, and 3.
Cool. That's fine. I was never like I enjoy them and I will play them, but I'm not beholden to any one particular Mario Party. Like I've probably played
Mario Party.
So that's fine. I've probably played each one maybe twice.
Well, we'll play it more.
Okay.
Whenever we go to cons and stuff.
Definitely.
Because I'm gonna get it.
That. Do it. I'm okay with that.
Or whenever I go visit you in California.
Yup. Come on down. Come to Anime Expo.
Because I'm totally gonna be going to like Riot and Blizzard. I'm gonna be dragging you with me the entire
That's
time.
fine. I will. Yep, I'm okay with that.
Then they showed Fire Emblem Three Houses. There's a trailer and a bit of gameplay. Never been one for turn-based strategies, so I don't really like Fire Emblem stuff.
Actually, I think I might get into that, to be honest with you, because they're tactics-based games, and I love tactics games, and I think I might actually do that. That might be the one I go in on.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it's a good Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Is this the point where they started glossing over a bunch of things?
And
is this the point where they started like glossing over a bunch of games? They were just like, look at all these things, and they just got like, a bunch of
there was
2-second
Fortnite
shots
coming
of
to
everything.
Switch.
Oh yeah, there's that. Have you played that yet?
Fortnite.
Oh, you haven't jumped on it
But
yet?
well, I have it on PC, and apparently you can't connect your accounts to consoles if you have it connected to a different console, which is really weird.
That sounds like an
it's so
excuse,
weird.
Eddie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I play on PC. I'm not gonna play a first-person shooter game on a console if I can play it on PC.
Right.
Because that's really weird. There was Overcooked 2.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Which I forgot there was a 1-2.
Yeah, same.
It looks fun. Like, it looks like a good co-op game.
The first one's fun. It can get difficult at times, but it's fine.
Yeah. And but you know, the Cookie Mama is far superior cooking game. So.
Okay.
There was a Killer Queen Black game, which was a weird multiplayer action strategy platformer.
Yeah.
I think I dozed off a little bit during this game because I don't remember it at all.
I don't remember much about it either. I just remember seeing platforming, and I was like, okay.
And then there's Hollow Knight, which is out today on the eShop. It's a fun little side-scrolling horror-ish game, or like Machiavellian, not Machiavellian. I don't know. It's like a dark, gritty game, but the music is amazing. And I plan to get it soon, but I plan to get it on the PC, so...
Yeah.
I might get it on the Switch. I don't know. I need games on my Switch.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
And there was more Octopath Traveler, and then the compilation of games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Crash Bandicoot, Dark Souls, Monster Hunter Generations,
Right.
Wolfenstein, Mega Man 11.
Monster Hunter. I'm pretty excited about that.
And Mario Tennis Aces, which is coming out next week.
Yeah. Super
and
fun,
then
I guess.
the crowning game. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Holy crap.
Yeah. I
Literally every character that's ever been in Smash.
I was so excited about that. When they said that, I was like, yes. Give me everything. I almost texted you when I saw Wolf drop in. I was like, Eddie, it's Wolf.
Jesus Christ. He looks so good.
Yeah,
he's going to be my main. Sorry, Lucario. You're going to be a secondary. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
He looks really good. I'm so glad they went with the Star Fox Zero model, because good God. Anyway.
Heck yeah.
But it's going to be a streamlined unlocking process with a starting roster as small as like the first Smash, like the 10 characters. They have Daisy, Inkling, and Ridley.
Yep.
Which has been a meme. a meme among the Smash community.
Really?
Ridley. Yeah, because everybody has always said like he's too big to be in the Smash games because he's gigantic. But they downsized him and made him stabby.
Yep.
Like he straight up kills Mario and
I love. I watched a little bit of the demonstrations afterwards, and that was freaking great.
That was hilarious, honestly. And then Samus got really mad. She was like, "Oh no, my arch nemesis!" And then jumped and shot at him. But yeah,
it was good. It's exciting.
But they're calling the clone characters a new thing now. They're called Echo
Echoes.
Fighters,
Yeah.
which is good, I think, because it's a realization that there are similar characters.
Yes.
So, for example, Pit and Dark Pit. Dark Pit would be the Echo character of Echo Fighter of Pit.
Right.
Daisy is the Echo Fighter of Peach, etc.
Lucina's Echo Fighter Marth.
Is she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the other one.
Oh yeah. I for some reason, my mind went to Palutena, and when you said that,
No.
I was like, "Wait, what?" Lucina. Okay. Yeah. The final smashes are faster, so hopefully there's no supercharged fighting state, which
I
is great.
really liked it. Yeah, I don't think they are. I think they basically said, no one's gonna turn into some big tank or turn into a crazy powerful Super Saiyan and walk around it's just a one fast good thing that will happen. And
I think that's a great change because I really didn't like that aspect, especially since Lucario and Pit had one. Mm-hmm. Pit got the Sacred Treasures and Lucario got the Mega Form in Smash 4, and I mean, people just avoid me. You can avoid the people that are supercharged, and it was annoying because I could never catch anyone when I got it.
Oh, how excited are you for the 3 freaking links?
Yeah, 3 freaking links.
I was so pumped. I'm so excited for the Breath of the Wild link, and
yeah, I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to do the whole Sheikah Slate thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's cool that we have Young Link as well as Toon Link, and I can appreciate them
for all
now.
Your regular Link plays.
Yep.
If you don't like the Breath of the Wild Link. There was
Ice Climbers coming back.
Who? Oh, Ice Climbers, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Ice Climbers, Wolf.
Snake. Was Mewtwo in the latest one, or was
Mewtwo
Lucario his
Smash 4.
replacement?
No, Mewtwo is in Smash 4.
Okay. I was wondering.
He was DLC, though.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting him. We're getting, oh shoot. They left me. Do continue. Oh, Pokemon Trainer. That's what it was.
Snake.
Yes, that one was big.
Yeah, Snake. I'm surprised they got him back, but I guess there was a clause in the contract or something. Otherwise,
Maybe
I doubt they would have been able to. It's you guys have to let him come back if there's ever a gigantic roster
collection. Yeah,
like what they're doing now. I'm sure there was a clause for something like that.
Probably
so. They're doing a few changes on the fighting. There's an improved air dodge.
Mm-hmm.
There's more assist trophies that can actually be KO'd.
Right.
He can be knocked out. So
poor Waluigi's just he's just a trophy.
Yeah, poor Waluigi.
As well as Midna. I heard someone mention that Midna would be a cool actual character, and I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Nope, she's just a trophy. Dang it.
She's an assist trophy. There's more Pokemon. Constant dodging leads to lower invulnerability frames, which is also cool, I think. There's shorter attacks, a perfect shield mechanic, and one-on-ones have higher damage. So if you're fighting one-on-one with someone in a big match, then you're going to share a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a GameCube controller option coming soon. And amiibos. All the amiibos work, even for different games or past
I heard that.
And stuff.
That looks cool.
So, and it's all coming out on December 7th.
Yeah, that's a lot later than I was hoping, but that's okay. It'll be this year, barely.
Yeah. Delayed game is eventually good.
Yeah. But that's cool. I'm stoked about it. It's gonna be really, really fun. It'll be the first Smash that I own, so
yeah,
it's
gonna be good.
I'm excited for it. Oh,
but yeah, that was E3.
That was it.
All the press conferences, at least.
Right. Bethesda was your winner.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Maybe not my personal winner because I've always been a Nintendo fanboy, so I'll be like, Nintendo won all that.
Right.
But
I think we were expecting more newer announcements, I think, from Nintendo.
Yeah.
More
I mean,
in-depth
I'm
announcements.
surprised they didn't announce an Animal Crossing,
Right.
which is really weird. Like, I'm really wondering why they didn't.
But I
'Cause
don't
it's
know. I
been
think
so
they were
long since
banking
we've-
on like so many people losing their crap over Smash Bros. That they just didn't.
Yeah,
go in.
and
Plus,
I think
we'll
so
get
too.
other
But
directs.
there's a really weird gap between now and like then.
Yeah.
Like aside from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in November, like there's
Right.
nothing Nintendo oriented like
Hey, we got Aces
between.
coming out.
That's but that's like next week.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like in fall, like September,
Yeah.
August, September, October. Like there's nothing there, so I don't know what they're doing with that.
Who
Super
knows?
weird. But I'm really shocked they didn't say anything about Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well, we shall see in the future.
yeah.
But anyway, good E3, I think, an effective
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah.
Just
lot of it
done
was
and
good.
accomplished.
A lot of it was
Ooh.
boring too, though. But
Accurate. I mean, that's how E3 is going to go, though.
Yep.
Some people will do really well, some people will not. With that, let's move into what you should be tuning out to this week. So, today, I actually picked up another game for my Switch.
Oh.
I went and purchased Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Huh.
I was really I was thinking about different things I want. I saw some reviews on it, and I really would like to get into another big, massive RPG world, and this one seems to be definitely
that's definitely a qualifier of that.
So, and I'm about to be on a plane for a while, so I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I'm pretty excited to jump into it. I hear it's pretty vanilla at the beginning, but that it gets at a certain point, it gets absolutely nuts, and I'm really excited for that. So
Cool.
I'll be doing that. Also, I don't mention this too often, but I love podcasts, which is why I make one. And Do Go On just dropped a new episode. Do Go On is a comedy, effect-based comedy podcast where people do reports on things, but they're a bunch of comedians, so it's always a good time. And the newest episode is about Marvel characters, and they've got Nick Mason from the Weekly Planet on it, and I'm super excited about it. So, if any of you listeners are looking for other fun podcasts to keep yourself entertained, Do Go On's a really good one. So,
Yeah.
have a look at that.
They are fun.
I don't think I've done. I've unfortunately been addicted to playing Pokemon Quest. It's just got me. But there's something I find really funny about it is you attract Pokemon to you with food, so you don't capture Pokemon, you make them your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And the way you do that is by cooking things, and as you progress through the game, you get different pots. So the better the pot is, the better the food will be, the higher level the Pokemon will be. However, there's a clause that you can never attract evolved Pokemon. So any Pokemon that comes to you will always be the first evolution of that Pokemon.
Right.
But I'm at a point where I have very, very high level pots.
Mm-hmm.
And a pretty high level, general level of my Pokemon. So any new Pokemon that come to me, whether it be by the 22-hour mechanic, where there's a random Pokemon will show up every 22 hours, or by cooking stuff, they're really super high level, but they're really low. But they're first evolutions. I have a level 40 Caterpie. He just showed up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what is this? I have a level 40 Caterpie. Where is your god? Where is he now? Look at this.
Woohoo.
I'm just because I just imagine he's just the most ripped, buff Caterpie you've ever seen, and he protects all the other Caterpies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some little squawky Pidgey comes by level 6, trying to pick up one of the Caterpies, and he's just nah, just lays him out. What you want? Freaking Pidgey, get out of here! It's just
I'll eat you, Pidgey.
It's crazy.
You won't eat me.
I have a level 40 cat. It's crazy. And then today, I was cooking again, and I attracted another Pokemon. I now have a level 59 Weedle.
Wow.
It's so absurd to me. I love it. I love it to death. I'm so happy with it.
I'm glad you like it. I'll have to take a look at it, I guess.
It's so absurd and stupid. Yeah. But yeah, it's good for if you're going to dip into a game once or twice a day for 30 minutes at a time. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But if you, again, I've said it before, if you're not going to progress very quickly. So if you're going to get upset about that, don't even get into this game. But it's a good time. I think that's about it for me and my stoof. What have you been nerding out to aside from E3?
I watched the first episode of Cloak and Dagger, which is Marvel's new
I didn't realize that had come
series. Yeah.
How's that?
The first episode came out last week. It was a pretty good first episode. I'm definitely interested. It showed the kids as children first, and like little girl loses her dad in a car accident, and the boy steals a car radio for his brother who didn't want to do it because he's gotten in trouble a few times already. And stuff happens, and they meet each other, and I guess they get separated again. It wasn't very clear, but they were on a beach for a while, and but like the show, the episode cuts to them like as teenagers or like around 18ish, 19ish of age. I don't really know the specifics. But they meet each other at like this party, and like they activate their powers again by accident. And yeah, it doesn't sound exciting, but it's pretty good so far.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What is it? What?
Cloak and Dagger.
No. What channel? Who's producing it?
I think the producer is called Freeform.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
What was that?
That's what ABC Family used to be.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was that's really the only thing other than like World of Warcraft, which I've been playing for the past week.
Yeah.
In anticipation for the next expansion. So that's about it from me.
Excellent. Well, good. I think that about does it for this week. Thanks for sitting through us, or sitting through E3 with us. Sitting through us, talk about it. We appreciate everybody who listens, everybody who tells a friend and shares this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can talk to us on Twitter at TMYKPod. You can also like us on Facebook at TMYKPod, or Those Nerds You Know. You can find the pod on YouTube, on iTunes, on Google Play, Podbean, CastBox, Stitcher, and a lot of places you can find podcasts. You will find us. But let us know what you liked at E3. Let us know who you thought won. Let us know what games you're most excited for. Who's going to be your new main on Smash Bros. Let us know all of these things. Get in contact with us and let us know if there's anything you'd like us to talk about here on the show. Thank you all for listening. You're the absolute best. And as always, my name is Ethan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are Those Nerds You Know. Bye.
Bye.